Scott Martin, also too young to remember any of this. But let me tell you kids something. Scott, what do you think of this? I mean, obviously AI front and center. Nvidia first day now as a stock that's been offered 10-1 from what shareholders had last week, and it moved up, all on this whole AI craze. Is it getting too crazy?
It's been too crazy. It's going to get crazier, Neil. To think of my favorite old robots, too. How about Vicky from Small Wonder, somebody that I fell in love with back in the 80s, and I tell you, still do. But here's the thing. Susan's right. There's a lot of things that the phone, though, can do for us going forward that it is not doing right now. And that's really the question I have for Apple. I mean, my iPhone and I are really going steady. We have an amazing relationship. But other than telling the phone what to do or what it can do for me, I would love the phone to do something for me without me having to tell it. And that's truthfully the essence of what we're seeing with some of the other ChatGPT things and some of the other things that are out there in the AI spaces. Actually, and this is scary, ladies and gentlemen, but taking over our lives and making it easier and better for us to exist, because right now I'm doing too much work on my iPhone. I just got to admit it.
You know what's interesting, Susan, and really it's targeting your generation and even younger, this notion that AI is going to be built into everything you own and have and do. And there are a lot of people who are worried about that and where it's going, and others are just saying, well, hop on. I mean, I got a sense with this Apple announcement today, they're hopping on a little bit late, but they have everything in place to take full advantage of it. What do you think?
Yeah, that's right. And they certainly have the cash pile, as we talked about earlier on Fox Business, $170 billion in cold hard cash on the balance sheet. And right now, in terms of research and development, now they haven't been specific with me in terms of the numbers that they actually put to developing AI and all the tech that they have in the iPhones and all the iOS-powered devices. But I can tell you right now that Apple's spending tens of billions of dollars less than their competitors, like the Microsofts of the world and the Google. But with that cash pile, I think they can play up and catch up pretty quickly. But one quote I heard today that I thought was so smart when it comes to this AI revolution, because it's not making money right now. Neil, sure, is powering stocks higher,
right,
but some people say it's a feature, not necessarily a product.
Interesting. You know, Scott, the other issue is how people draw the distinction between this AI boom and is it another internet boom. I always part with that cynical view by saying, well, in this case, the companies behind it are already making money hand over fist. Nvidia's orders are coming from a lot of companies pouring tens of billions of dollars into these chips and making a good deal of money off of it. So very different in that respect. What do you think?
Bingo. Global Crossing, Webvan, Pets.com. Gee, last time I checked, those guys were bankrupt and going so and not making money, like you said, Neil, and weren't going to last. These companies, the Microsofts, the Amazons, the Googles, they are making tons of money hand over fist. They've got the free cash flow to throw to this idea, even if it takes a few years. I just want them to use that information, though, Neil. I mean, think about how much we know or how much we give our phone as far as how much they know about us. Can you imagine them taking all that information and making it into our lives and making it better for all of us? That's data that they got to figure out how to take and use positively, not negatively, as we see so many times in today's environment.
Guys, I want to thank you both. Young as you are, you bring great wisdom to the table.